Hey, it's Joy. There is a V4 supercharger that opened up in Southern California at the brand new Rove EV charging station in Santa Ana. Joy Mobile has never done V4 supercharging, and so we're going to experience that today. This charging station literally just came online the day before I shot this video. There are a total of 40 chargers at the Rove charging station, and 28 of them are operated by Tesla, and they are all V4 superchargers. I've preconditioned my car on the way down here, and my battery is down to about 20%, and I'm going to charge it up to my normal 90% limit and see what it's like and how it compares with V3 supercharging. So let's do this. Ooh, so I parked here for about a 20-second time frame, and I was about to get out of the car, and all of a sudden the charge port opened on its own. I wanted to show you guys that I've arrived at 19% of charge. Now it's at 18%, and all of a sudden I can see, you can see, probably see from my rear view mirror, maybe, yep, the charge port is open. So this seems to be automatic. Pretty cool. Let me focus here. Yeah, charge port open automatically before I even get out of the car. So this is something new. So let's go ahead and plug in at the V4 supercharger. So yep, I didn't need to do anything. With the V2 and the V3, you typically would have to unplug this, press the little button, and then aim it at the charging port, and this will open and charge. But no, I pulled in and it did it automatically. So let's take a look. And this is charging at the charging fee is at 48 cents per kilowatt hour, and this is set by Tesla, the charging rate. So, oh, this cable is actually pretty heavy, and I'm doing this with one hand, and definitely heavier than V3. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's really hard for me to do this with while shooting a video, but come on. This is hard. You can't do this with one hand. Okay, for a girl, you need to do it with both hands, but there we go. Okay, now it's plugged in, and now let's check out the charging rate. So like I said, I navigated here, preconditioned it, and this is now shooting up to 254 kilowatt. So yes, this V4 is actually going up to 250 kilowatt charging rate, and it's not going to be faster from what I've learned so far, because it has something to do with the cooling and everything. I'm gonna do more research and come back and share with you guys at the toward the end of the video. But yeah, it is charging at full speed. So this is, like I said, the new V4 supercharger that literally just came online yesterday at Rove charging station in Santa Ana. And it's interesting though, it says it's 39 cents per kilowatt hour rate, but on the charger itself, as I have just shown, it says it's 48 cents per kilowatt hour. So I don't know what's happening, but maybe there is a little bit of discrepancy happening. hopefully, you know, they're gonna align everything. But yeah, first time charging at a V4 supercharger. Really, really cool. And unfortunately, there's already one that's out of order, 5C. But the V4 supercharger is really sleek looking. And like I mentioned, the charging head is really, really heavy. So yeah, you gotta handle this with care, but it's way better designed than the V3, than its predecessor. So super exciting to be able to charge Joymobile at a V4 supercharger. And so far, it seems like it's behaving just like a V3, where it shoots up really fast. The graph, the charging goes up really fast, and then it will start to taper down as it gets fuller and fuller. But yeah, I'm charging to 90% from 19%, and it's going to take about half an hour of charging. I would say that it's slightly faster than V3 because when I do charge from 20% to 90% at a V3, it typically takes about 35 minutes or 36 minutes to be precise. And it looks like it's shaved off a little bit of the time here. So really awesome. And I am so happy I get to experience V4 supercharging now. While my car is charging, let me tell you about this platform called Recurrent Auto, where you can generate a completely free report and get insights into your EV or Tesla's real-world range information and gauge how your EV's battery is doing. Armed with this information, you are ready to negotiate for the best price when you're looking to sell or buy a second-hand Tesla or any EVs. Furthermore, Recurrent Auto partners with dealers across the nation like Tesla and Carvana to provide this report to their customers at no cost. So connect your Tesla to recurrentauto.com today and generate your free report. Okay, I finished charging my car, and while charging, I did a little bit of research on the difference between V3 and V4 superchargers. So V4 still, right now, the highest charging rate is capped at 250 kilowatt speed. However, it has the potential to go up to 350 kilowatt later on when the newer batteries are coming out and the cars can take that much more speed. But for my Model 3, I think the 250 kilowatt is the highest rate it would go. But I did notice though that even though on screen it said that it would take 30 minutes to charge between 18% and 90%, realistically, when I was looking at the time, I plugged in at around 5:25 p.m. and it stopped charging at 5:51 p.m. So it's actually less than 30 minutes to charge 70% of my battery at 250-ish kilowatt speed. So V4 is definitely faster than V3. And while the car was charging, I was explaining to you guys that the charging curve is like it will peak all the way up and then gradually come down. And V4, it seems like that when it peaked to the maximum charging rate, it actually stayed there a little bit longer than V3 before it starts to come back down. So that delta between how long the charging stayed at that peak rate between V4 and V3, that determined how much time by minutes V4 supercharger can shave off the charging charging time, total charging time. So this is super, super exciting because there's still a lot of people, unfortunately, they are not aware that supercharging your Tesla or any EV now doesn't take hours to do. When you're on a road trip, you come here, you come in and get out, within 20 minutes, you can be on the road again. So this is such an amazing advancement in technology, and I am so happy that I finally got to experience this, and I cannot wait for these V3 superchargers to start populating the whole world. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this first experience of V4 supercharging with Joy Mobile. It is mind-blowing that my car was charged within about 25 minutes compared to before at V3 it was 35 minutes. So it's shaved off 10 minutes total of my supercharging time. So I will see you in the next video. God bless.